All right, everybody, here we are, day 21 of 22. Nearing the finish line, so to speak. 21 days of 22 days of push ups, but more importantly, 22 days of talking about how 22 veterans take their life every day. That's the whole point of this. That's why 22. It's been a heck of a journey. It's been a long 21 days. That's a heavy topic to talk about for 21 days in a row. And it does affect my own mood. It does affect how I feel. It's brought back memories. It's brought back negative feelings. It's brought back positive feelings. But something that has kind of really, more than anything, helped me power through is the number of people who have reached out to me in some capacity and said, "Hey, what you're doing really speaks to me. The things you are saying have actually helped me. Either A, helped me because I'm going through tough times, or I have gone through tough times, and it's a reminder I'm not alone. It's a reminder that better times are ahead." Or somebody who reaches out to me and says, "Hey, you're opening my eyes to this topic that nobody talks about and I've never thought about, and I appreciate that, and you're bringing this to the forefront of my mind." I probably should open with this. Apologies if you have trouble hearing me. I really wanted to get outside for a while. Weather hasn't always been cooperative. So here I am at a session this morning at my gym. I'm at my gym, it's right over there. I'm in the parking lot because we have a little workout area out here. Some cars are driving by. We've got a tennis court over here where there's tennis going on. There's an airport over here where planes and helicopters are taking off. So I apologize if the sound is terrible or there's a lot of background noise, but there's a reason I wanted to get outside. And that's because, for me personally, it makes a big difference in how I feel if I can be outside. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today is this year in particular has been rough on a lot of people as far as depression and suicidal thoughts. And I think a huge contributor to that is the fact that we have just been stuck inside so much. COVID life and all that jazz. And I know for me, being outside makes all the difference in the world. There's something to be said for fresh air, sunshine, and I think that's something we take for granted because we have adapted as humans to the lap of luxury. We have climate control, we have air conditioning, we have heat, we have windows. I can see outside without having to be outside. Prime example, I love the man to death. My dad is not a huge outdoorsy guy. One of his sayings that I love from him that I certainly do not feel, my idea of roughing it is staying at a Motel 6. And I think a lot of people feel that way. And I know, in particular in the veteran community, I know a lot of people who, myself, I love camping. I always have, ever since I was a kid. It's something I find enjoyable. I feel at home outside in the woods. That's why I chose infantry. That's what I enjoy. It's what I love. I love being outside. The two places on the planet that I feel the most at home, in a wrestling ring, in the woods. A few years ago, me and the family, wife, brother, sister-in-law, their spouses, and a buddy of ours went 5 days canoeing and camping in the Boundary Waters up in Minnesota, up by Canada. And I gotta be honest, those are probably 5 of the happiest days I've had since I got out of the Army because I just felt right, just felt at home. And you're able to let all the stressors of the world, left my phone, didn't bring my phone, didn't have internet, didn't have any of the connections that we feel are necessary in this world. And I think that's a problem is sometimes, we want to feel connected, but sometimes we need to disconnect and we need to embrace nature. So I left my phone for 5 days, and I have never felt so free, I have never felt so relieved, and I have never felt so at peace and calm as I did during those 5 days because I didn't have to think of all the things that stress me out. I got to detach myself from all the problems of work or Facebook or Twitter or any of the other social media platforms, which are intended to keep us close together and help us socialize, but really, more often than not, create more stress because we're almost too connected and most of what we share is negative. Kind of recharged my batteries, and I think that's something we need to make an effort to do more of. Like I said, I know there are a lot of veterans out there who, they get out and it's, I don't have to be outside anymore, so I'm not gonna. I've spent enough time out in the woods or camping or whatever. It's different. It's different when you get to do it recreationally than when you're doing it as a training exercise or as a necessity because you're on a deployment of some sort. You get to enjoy your time. It's not constantly working. Bring up a deck of cards, a couple of board games or something, maybe some dice, whatever you enjoy doing, a book. Hell, just sit on the banks of the lake, pond, river, whatever. Drop in a line. Hell, don't even put bait on it. Just enjoy nature. Whatever it is you enjoy doing in nature or whatever you enjoy doing, period, that involves not being on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, whatever. Without the TV, if you can remember what those things are for you, do that. But ultimately, get outside. I'm not saying you have to go camping. Maybe you like fishing. Maybe you like running. Maybe you like biking. Maybe you just like walking. Go for a walk in the park. Strive to get outside every day, particularly if you're feeling depressed. Too often, we allow depression, and particularly deep depression that leads to suicidal thoughts, to lock us down in a box. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm going to lock myself in my house. I'm going to lock myself in my room. I'm going to lock myself in the bathroom, whatever the case may be. And we close off more and more and more and more and more until we're trapped with nothing but those negative thoughts, those negative feelings. And when we do that, when we trap ourselves in this box that just resonates with negativity and with negative thoughts, and all we're thinking is, I want to end it, I want to end it, I want to end it. There's nowhere for those thoughts to go but to hit the wall and bounce right back to us, and it just reverberates. It's an echo chamber of negativity. So when you're feeling dark, when you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling down, I know it's hard to think of and hard to want to do, but you have to allow yourself to get outside. Because that allows those negative ideas and thoughts to shoot out into the world and disappear. Maybe they don't go away forever, but it helps. It takes the edge off. It gives you a moment to take a deep breath of fresh air. Look at things in a different light and say, hey, maybe it's not that bad, or maybe there's something else I can do. Maybe I don't want to kill myself. But if you're just trapped in the dark repeatedly, over and over, there's nowhere for those thoughts to go. There's nowhere else for your mind to go. Get outside. Get some of that beautiful sunlight, some of that vitamin D. It's good for you. Allow yourself. And I'm kind of a nature guy. I believe we all should kind of get in tune with nature and be outside. But, maybe you don't want to get super spiritual about it. Maybe you don't want to, but just enjoy what this world is. Look at a little bit of the positives. You got some green grass. Well, it's getting there. Flowers will start blooming soon. Grass will start growing. Trees will start budding leaves. Birds are chirping. Squirrels are running about. Man, it could be a lot worse. So allow yourself to get outside, allow yourself to enjoy nature. Because you never know. Something that simple might make all the difference in the world between trapping yourself in the mindset of negativity and darkness and taking your life and allowing that little bit of sunshine in and realizing, hey, there is hope. There is good in this world. I can see it. I can breathe it. I can feel it. Get yourself outside. Enjoy what this world can be, not just what we think it is in our worst moments. So, 21 days of 22 days. Again, I said this last time, and I'm going to say it again. Here's what I want. I want this to be a stepping stone. I want this to be a jumping off point to greater things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the fundraiser open for probably till about last day of the month, just in case there's some stragglers who want to contribute. Tomorrow will probably be the last video I do until I decide what else I want to do. We do have our mystery sponsor. You've got 2 days left, sir. We're going to try to tap him out. Right now, we're raising money for Mission 22. Right now, we are sitting at, with the match, $3,160. I figured it up this morning. That is a far cry from the $50 I thought I was going to hit. And that's brought a lot of joy to my life. That's made me feel really, really good about things. It's also motivated me to do more. So I'm going to be investigating my options, and I'm going to try to find ways to keep this going, because I don't want this to be the end of it. I don't want to say, hey, look what I did, and then forget about it all over again, because we can't do that. That's why there are 22 every day, because, hey, every now and then we stand up and say, yep, we need to do something, and then we're done. This is not a one-shot deal. This is a lifelong battle, just as it is for them. You know, hey, I didn't do it today. That doesn't mean I won't tomorrow. And that's unfortunate that that's the way it is, but it is the way it is. Because the scars that these men and women carry are not just today's scars, they're everyday scars. They're the rest of their life scars, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically. So we need to be there for them forever. So don't allow yourselves to forget about this journey we've been on after tomorrow. And if you have an idea, reach out to me. I want to do something else. I don't know what yet. You know, maybe an event. You know, maybe a different fundraiser. Maybe, who knows? Maybe a wrestling show. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's a big undertaking that I've never attempted, but I'm willing to explore my options. So if you have ideas of things we can do together, or that you think I should do to help with suicide prevention, particularly veteran suicide prevention, 22 every day. Don't let that number ever escape your head. Burn it into your brain and know that that's the battle we're fighting. If you have any ideas, please reach out. If you have any money left in your pockets, please contribute. But more importantly, reach out to your friends. Reach out to your family members. Reach out to strangers. If you see somebody struggling, don't allow them to struggle alone. Don't allow them to lock themselves into that dark box resonating with evil thoughts. Drag them outside. Show them the sunlight. Show them the green grass. Because you never know. That might just be what it takes to save that life. Beautiful day. Not really. It's drizzly, it's cold, it's miserable. It has been most of this week, which is why this video has been put off a little bit, because I kept thinking, hey, the sun will come out tomorrow, and it hasn't. But nonetheless, even in the dreary, gloomy day, I prefer it to be inside. So, here we are. Let's Let's do these 21 push-ups. 22. 22. I don't know why 21, because today is 21. 22 push-ups. With every push-up, I want you to think of somebody in your life. I want you to think of somebody you couldn't stand to lose. Because for every one of these push-ups, it is somebody in somebody's life that they couldn't stand to lose, but they did. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 push-ups outside, just like PT back in the day. 22. Because 22 men and women have killed themselves every day. Please, let's make a difference.